We're not through yet.
7 days a week.
You'll be amazed at what my Auric XL, even at 8.5 pounds, picked up.
Call us now.
Call us now. Call now, and I'll also send you my Auric compact vacuum absolutely free.
Have your credit card ready.
Hey, hello. Hey, can you hear me? Hey, can you hear me? Hello? Hey.
Welcome to Emerging Tech Mastery, a show that demystifies cutting-edge technology like cryptocurrency, the blockchain, metaverse, NFTs, virtual reality, the maker movement, artificial intelligence, machine learning, cloud, edge, and even fog computing. Strap in as we ride into the fourth industrial revolution. Emerging Tech Mastery provides actionable knowledge, regardless of skill level, from experts in the trenches. We piece together this intel in easy-to-consume media formats, processes, and procedures. See you in the future.
Hey everybody, this is Aaron Mungle, your host of Emerging Tech Mastery, also the founder. Who knows, that could change as time goes on, as the team grows, but right now it's just me holding the fort down and creating this body of work for others to benefit from. But I wanted to make this episode 0 and really talk about why. I mean, how many shows do you listen to and, you kind of just jump right in and there's topics galore and you just start listening and you're like, who are these people? What are they all about? And don't get me wrong, you listen to 5 to 10 episodes, I'm sure you'll figure that out on your own. But what I'm trying to do is actually give people either that are here in the beginning, thank you so much, if you are. And if you are coming later on, let's say we're, over a dozen shows in. If you have come at that point, that's crazy, because I'm here at the beginning and I haven't even fully meditated on the fact that that will happen. So if you've come late, thank you for going back in time a little bit. Current time for me now, getting a little weird here, but that's really cool because I really wanted to lay some groundwork. And certainly in future episodes, if there are amendments or addendums to this, I will certainly make a point to amend this, right? So let's just start with the intro script, right? We demystify cutting edge tech, and I listed a bunch of niches, trying not to be too much of a SEO hound, if you will, but I am trying to pick niches that I have experience in that I think will be interesting, and even ones that are a little seemingly boring but are actually really cool and powerful. I'm thinking of you, AI and machine learning, and that's my own bias, of course, but I'm hoping to break through a lot of my own biases, as well as really lay some groundwork and breadcrumbs for others to come down this path and learn, just like we have. We have come in the middle of the story when there were hundreds and thousands of years that have taken place before this point, and we're right here, right? So really, as said in the beginning, Emerging Tech Mastery provides actionable knowledge regardless of skill level from experts in the trenches. And when I say we piece this together in easy to consume formats, what I'm really saying is I just want to make the information easy to process. I can't tell you how annoying the internet is when you can't find what you need, and then let's say you can find what you need and the information is so voluminous, it might be organized well, but is it actually getting you the distance, right? I think that's such an important piece to the puzzle, right? So I really want to almost obsess about that, making all these little formats and guides and PDFs, and it is going to look a little funny. You might think, my gosh, there's so many little documents and worksheets and stuff to download, and that's frankly by design. I'd rather have people download a few PDFs And sure, I'd love that blog post to be a critical part to your process, like almost like the blog post is a guide you'd have open when you're doing something. And frankly, I'm even thinking about printed guides you could have on hand for doing certain things, like, oh, you're going to buy crypto, you're going to back up your wallet, you're going to fire up Raspberry Pi. I would love to have some printed content that you just, boom, there it is for you, right? So I really appreciate this moment to expand on the intro. I mean, man, that's like awesome. Not because I'm saying it, just because like people say stuff and make intros and they don't even tell you any further details, right? So I hope you see this episode as really kind of, hey, look, here's where my head's at with that, and really, really corner a niche, right? As a brand, as a curator, as a collection of niches and bodies of work, SOPs of technology and innovation in different open source frameworks. So I kind of want to be a collector of that and bring all that together. Another reason for doing this is to help people. I want to help them discover, understand, learn, maintain, optimize, and master their perfect technology and tools. So this means really anything you could think of across the board. I really want people to dive in. And frankly, this show, I'm sure I'm going to get hardcore techies that are already techies, but I really kind of want beginners too. In a way, true techies are beginners when they try something new in the topic they're diving into that they haven't, but they have their whole past history of knowledge to guide them. So, I think we can learn from each other. We can learn from other techies, like how they do what they do. So I think that's super exciting. Here's some outcomes for users that we really want to see. We want to see them go from zero to hero. This means go from learning nothing to conversant on actionable fundamentals. This means you are kind of coming off the street and you don't know. And now, by the time you're done with us, you do know. Master the art of good habits around technology. This could mean cybersecurity management. This could mean certain market activities with crypto. This could mean, a variety of disciplines, really, that you have to engage yourself in. And when we say mastery as a part of this site, we really want you to master it. So we're going to be talking pretty heavily about what you got to do. And, it might not be the most sexy side of things because you actually have to work hard and put in the time, and you might be tired, you might be bored, you might be by yourself, and you might find yourself, just getting a little caught up in the grind. So we want to really create that outcome for you through our creations, if you will, including just our media, right? So conduct and implement basic and intermediate and advanced tech. I think that's a good way to put it. Being able to teach, build, lead others impeccably. I think leadership, education is a big part of this. Some of the forever problems we'd like to solve are asset protection through things like cybersecurity, investment and capital management. This is sort of like financial planning, although, again, we want to be very tech focused, but because of the way tech is moving, there might be aspects of this that come on your plate. Market intelligence, with things like crypto and new asset class, there's a lot there, including, various tools with market making and bot management and DevOps and pretty much managing your systems and infrastructure. There's so much to unpack there that you could even just be on the tech side of that, not even touch the market, and still be having your hands full, right? Systems creation and management could also include things like Linux, Windows, using virtual machines. That's something I've, command line, that's things I've learned on my own and I love. Not that I even recognize myself saying that, because I pretty much did come off the street to learn a lot of this stuff on my own. So don't think you can't do it. Don't think I had some big edge, like I pretty much started like everyone else and just put in the time, right? And I struggled, and I probably could have done a lot better with asking people for help. If there's one piece of advice, right? And I have a whole episode on regrets and stuff, but if there's one piece of advice I could give you, it would be this. You need to go and ask for help. Okay? You could go do it by yourself through a Google search or, search engine search, trying not to use FANG, right? DuckDuckGo search, right? And, you could start there. You could go in a Telegram group. You could go on a GitHub. You could go on a forum. You could lurk and read on your own. That's my style. But if you can be a little more like ask for directions, right? That kind of person, and be more active, I'll tell you what, if you can do that, and that's not me, I really struggle with that kind of stuff. If you can do that, you're going to move along a lot faster. So ask questions, post comment with your question. We're going to take as much as we can, very seriously, try to keep things nice and civil, not too much spam. I'm really not completely even sure how I'm going to do certain things on the site, but I just know that I want them. And I'm going to try not to get too caught up in, all the details and will it work, will it not? So that's where I'm at. I want to keep this like comfortably under 15. So let's just go ahead and close that out. Again, we're here for you. We're here to learn ourselves. We're here to create a resource. We're here to create a body of work. We're here to discover, learn, document, create something for the future, create something for future generations. We're going to all have to learn so many things, and I think we're going to all need each other a lot more. We're going to need to rely on each other from specialization standpoints of skills, and we're going to need to really take things to a different level as far as how we work together with these bodies of knowledge, right, and bodies of work. So I kind of see everyone will be their own little specialist in their own way, because things are going to continuously get more and more complex that we're going to have to continue filling that gap with our knowledge. So, okay, let's leave it at that. Thanks so much for listening. The shorter episode, it was a little more easy and fun for me to do, but we're going to be getting into some hard work in these next ones to come. So it makes me a little nervous because I got to put all that together, but it'll be great for you. You can sit back and let it wash over you. And then of course, you're going to have to do some work too. We're going to give you some homework and stuff. So, all right, let's leave it at that. Have fun. Take care. Happy tech journeying. Talk to you soon. Bye.